Thomas and Friends Express coming through. It was a special day on the island of Sodor. Dowager Hat was having a welcome to Sodor party at Knapford Station for very important visitors from the mainland. There was much hustle and bustle. Thomas was excited. "I hope Sir Topham Hatt asks me to show the visitors around the island," Thomas said.
"Sir Topham Hatt will ask me," said Gordon, sniffing snootily. "I am Gordon, and I pull the express."
Thomas huffed huffily. "I am Thomas. I can pull the express too." He smiled and raced away to Brendam Docks, where Dowager Hat was welcoming the visitors. Gordon steamed after Thomas. Sir Topham Hatt told Thomas to take Dowager Hat and the visitors on a tour of the special sights and sounds of Sodor.
"Afterwards, you will bring them to Knapford Station for the party," he said. "But, sir, I am Gordon, and I pull the express," Gordon gasped.
Sir Topham Hatt explained that Gordon would go to Misty Island to collect heavy cars of Joby wood.
I need a strong engine for the job," he said, "and you are very strong."
The visitors smiled at Gordon, who puffed proudly. Thomas invited Dowager Hat aboard the express. Gordon glared. He was sure that Thomas was not strong enough to pull the express. Thomas disagreed. "I am Thomas. I can pull the express." Thomas puffed and puffed. The express was heavy. He huffed heavily to the Sodor Search and Rescue Center. Thomas's friends were surprised to see him pulling the express. When it was time to go, Thomas and the express slowly juddered away. It was heavy. Too heavy for Thomas. An idea popped into his pistons. "I will leave some visitors to enjoy a special sight of Sodor. Then the carriages will be lighter," he thought. Thomas left some of the visitors at the Blue Mountain Quarry, which didn't seem like a special sight at all. Dowager Hat didn't know that some of her visitors had been left behind. Thomas struggled to pull the heavy train. Gordon quickly approached. "Hello, Gordon! Express coming through!" Thomas puffed. He knew the express was still too heavy for him. He decided to leave some other visitors by a quiet field. They were puzzled. A cow in a field didn't seem like a special sight at all, but Thomas was pleased. He now raced along with his lighter load. Dowager Hat didn't know that even more of her very important visitors were no longer on the train. Thomas arrived at Knapford Station for the welcome party. Sir Topham Hatt was surprised to see him pulling the express by himself.
"Why didn't you take Annie and Clarabelle with you?" he asked.
Then Dowager Hat stepped down from the train. "Where are my very important visitors?" she asked. "Looking at special sights of Sodor," Thomas replied as everyone stared. He explained that he dropped off some of the visitors to lighten the carriages so he could pull the heavy express. "Gordon, you are the fastest and best, and you will pull the express," Thomas said. "Will you pick up my visitors?"
"Of course," Gordon replied. "Express coming through."
Suddenly, Sir Topham Hatt realized that the party balloons had been left at Brendam Docks. "I'll get them," Thomas said. "I may not be strong, but I'm very fast." The very important visitors enjoyed the party, balloons and all.
"Welcome to Sodor and my railway," said Sir Topham Hatt. "Some of the engines are really strong. Some are really fast, but they are all really useful."
And Thomas and Gordon hooted and tooted happily